Welcome back to the deep dive. We're pushing on with our alphabetical journey through fruit preservation. Today, it's the bay fruits. Banana, blackberry, blackcurrant, black zapote, boysenberry, and breadfruit.
Right. And this lineup, it's not just jams and jellies. We're really getting into some sophisticated stuff here.
Yeah, the sources point towards, well, advanced techniques, some pretty extreme flavors, too. It's about transforming familiar fruits.
Exactly. Think fermentation, confit, even gastriques. Things you might not immediately connect with, say, a banana.
Okay, let's start there then. Banana. Our sources put this in the Hip Hop Preserve collection, which sounds intriguing. It's about fusion, right?
Yeah.
Specifically banana achar.
Yeah, banana achar. It's a savory Indian pickle, but with a twist. It uses firm, sort of underwhite bananas.
Okay, not the sweet, mushy ones?
No, definitely not. They're cubed and tempered in black sesame oil with mustard seeds, nigella seeds, classic Indian flavors.
But the fusion part.
That comes from adding galangal for that Thai citrusy kick and gochujang, Korean chili flakes.
Gochugaru. Okay, I know that one. It's got that unique, smoky, almost fruity heat. Why that specifically, instead of a standard Indian chili?
Well, Indian chilies often bring, a sharper, sometimes earthier heat. Gochujang has this depth, a bit of sweetness from being sun-dried, and it colors the pickle beautifully. It doesn't just blast the banana, it complements its starchiness, especially after it ages for that week. It all just melds together.
Right, so the banana becomes this sort of textural vehicle for all those complex, savory, spicy notes. Interesting. Okay, moving on. Blackberry. This one's in the Adulting Preserve collection, suggesting something more refined. We're looking at blackberry confit.
Yes, confit, and this really is refined. Usually you think of confit with duck, right? Slow cooked in fat. Here, blackberries are gently cooked at a super precise temperature, 160 Fahrenheit, in high-quality olive oil.
Olive oil with blackberries. Wow, okay.
And there are infusions, too.
Lavender honey, bay leaves, and pink peppercorns steeped in that oil.
That sounds amazing, but wouldn't the olive oil just overwhelm the delicate fruit and lavender? Or is that the idea? That's exactly the idea. Cooking it gently in oil, not sugar syrup, means the berries hold their shape beautifully. They become almost jewel-like, and the oil actually captures and preserves those volatile aromatic compounds from the lavender and peppercorns. It creates this rich, velvety texture that coats the berries. It's not jammy at all.
Fascinating. So structural integrity and aromatic preservation. Got it. Next up, Blackcurrant. Championship Preserve collection. Sounds serious. The technique is a blackcurrant gastrique.
Ah, the gastrique. Yeah, this is definitely a pro technique. It's all about balancing intense sweet and sour notes.
How's it made?
You start by caramelizing sugar, like making candy. Then, crucially, you deglaze that hot caramel with red wine vinegar.
Whoa, okay. Stopping the cooking.
Exactly. Stops the caramelization and adds that sharp acidity. Then you reduce that mixture down with blackcurrant juice, concentrate, some shallots, fresh thyme.
So that vinegar is the key player, forcing the sweetness into check.
Absolutely. It creates this bright, complex sauce. The reduction marries the tart vinegar with the deep, almost earthy flavor of the blackcurrant and aromatics. Perfect for cutting through rich dishes.
Right, like a glaze for duck or pork, maybe.
Exactly that kind of thing. Adds brightness and complexity.
Okay, let's get wild. Black Zapote, the chocolate pudding fruit. This is in the House Party Preserve collection with black Zapote miso butter.
Yes. This one is really fun. You take that rich, dark pulp of the black zapote, reduce it down intensely.
To concentrate the chocolatey flavor.
Right. But then, instead of just sugar, you blend it with red miso paste, mirin, fresh ginger, and sesame oil.
Miso? With chocolate pudding fruit? That sounds intense.
And umami bomb? It totally is.
Oh, yeah.
But the miso does something brilliant. It adds savory depth and saltiness, yes, but it actually balances the fruit's sweetness, keeps it from being cloying. The mirin adds a little sweetness back. The ginger cuts through it, becomes this incredibly complex, savory sweet spread. Think beyond just toast, maybe with cheese.
Wow, okay. Reimagining a dessert fruit completely. Now for something even more extreme, maybe. Boysenberry in the Anime Preserve Quest collection. Boysenberry Napa cabbage kimchi.
Oh, yeah. This is full-on fermentation.
Oh?
Ancient techniques meeting, well, boysenberries.
So, like standard kimchi, but with berries.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Salted Napa cabbage, garlic, ginger, fish sauce. Definitely some gochujang again.
Yes.
But then you fold in the boysenberries. The berries ferment along with everything else. You get this tangy, funky probiotic result where the berry sweetness is just completely transformed by the kimchi process. It's a side dish, not a dessert.
Wild. I can't quite picture the taste, but I'm intrigued. Okay, last one. Breadfruit. Art of precise flavor folding with a breadfruit fish sauce reduction.
This one is all about maximizing resources, zero waste. Genius, really.
How so?
You know when you boil starchy things like breadfruit or potatoes, you usually toss the water?
Yeah, mostly.
Well, here, they keep that starchy cooking water. It's got body. They reduce it down slowly, concentrating it. Then they season that reduction with fish sauce for umami and salt, palm sugar for sweetness, tamarind for tang, and Southeast Asian aromatics like mecroot lime leaves.
So the cooking liquid becomes the base for a complex, savory glaze, using waste.
Exactly. It's this beautiful, viscous, umami-rich sauce made from something usually thrown away. Flavor folding, like the name says.
Okay, so stepping back, we've gone from savory banana pickles and oil-confitted berries to gastriques, miso butters, kimchi, and using cooking water. What's the big takeaway here?
I think it shows incredible culinary range, obviously. But more than that, it really highlights resourcefulness, like with the breadfruit reduction, or even thinking about using slightly overripe fruit for something like a boysenberry vinegar later.
Hmm.
It's about using everything, no waste, finding potential in scraps or byproducts.
That's a great point. True mastery isn't just fancy techniques, it's also about being smart and, well, sustainable in a way.
Precisely. Which kind of leaves a question for you listening, doesn't it? What common thing in your kitchen, maybe something you usually toss, could actually be transformed into something amazing?